Welcome back to WWTA News. I'm glad you all decided to stop back to get some more information that might be helpful in our very near future. So we're not going to waste time. We're going to get into these articles. But before that, can I please get you to hit the like and subscribe to help this information move down that so-called algorithm so more people can see what's going on. All right, so we've got an article here that says Visa, Mastercard join PayPal in suspending Russian operations. The payment processor cited Russia's invasion of Ukraine in announcing the move on Saturday. So there could be some implications with that, but that's pretty major. They're kind of like literally quarantining Russia off from doing financial transactions, and I'm not sure what can happen from this, but I got some ideas and it's not looking good. Let's move along though. Central banks have been tinkering with digital currencies and the IMF approves it. Central banks all around the world have been working on their own digital currencies, while some are at the verge of launching it. Some just started working. Either way, IMF acknowledges the movement and states their support, while the society thinks otherwise. We know that the move towards central bank digital currencies is gaining momentum, driven by the ingenuity of central banks. All told, around 100 countries are exploring central bank digital currencies at one level or another. Some researching, some testing, and a few already distributing CBDCs to the public. Amongst the 100 countries, President Georgieva mentioned many are at the stage of development. However, there are some, like Mexico, who are still considering whether or not to invest in launching their own digital currency. Amongst the ones who are at the stage of development, Canada started working on their CBDC in 2019, and Russia and India have been working to launch their digital own currency. The Federal Reserve, the European Central Bank, and the Bank of Japan, and the Bank of England are also investing in the development of their CBDCs. On the other hand, 3 CBDCs were actually launched in the past 2 years. Dcash in the Eastern Caribbean, the Sand Dollar in the Bahamas, and the Naira in Nigeria. However, they were not as successful as China's digital currency, which is the digital yuan, even though it's only at the pilot phase, right? So it's not big in those countries because it didn't catch to the people because they don't understand it yet. But we're in 2022, and everything going on with this Russia-Ukraine thing is really going to drive people and turn them into paying more attention. So we're probably going to see those currencies flourish a lot more this year in 2022. Continuing. Next article, it says pushing Russia out of crypto one country at a time. Singapore, Switzerland, and Japan will join in the sanctions. Switzerland and Singapore join in the crypto sanctions against Russia as a result of Ukraine invasions, further isolating Russia from the crypto market. Meanwhile, Japan also announces that they are considering crypto sanctions too. A lot of eyes are turning to this whole Russia thing, and so this is really bringing cryptocurrency to the surface, and so we will see a lot with central bank digital currencies and cryptos as well. I know the market's red in the US today, and everybody's looking at it saying, oh my God, it's not looking good. Just calm down, okay, calm down. You're looking at major changes which are going to have major implications in the very near future. Be patient. Let these things ride out. Don't fall off the horse. All right. Next one. Will sanctions force Russia into mining? Director of Policy and Regulatory Affairs at Elliptic argues that Russia may as well do their own mining to get their hands on some Bitcoin, which would help them against the sanctions. Some think so, while others disagree. Well, if they mine their own currency, then who is going to stop them from having currency, right? And, of course, if you knock them out of exchanges, right? But, what good is an exchange if I can do a peer-to-peer transaction, right? So, if your country doesn't do sanctions on Russia, then they can trade with them. So, and again, that's international stuff. That's for them to deal with. But technically, it's really not a big deal. I believe this is just to help usher in the crypto space. So we'll just continue to watch it and let it ride out, because there's nothing we can do about it other than mind our business and pay attention. All right. Venezuela will peg minimum wage to nation's cryptocurrency. That's important. The nation's economy has deteriorated since Maduro took power in 2013 following the death of Hugo Chavez. Nicolas Maduro, the contested president of Venezuela, has announced that the nation's minimum wage would rise to the equivalent of $30 from its previous level of around $2. Maduro said this would be done by pegging the monthly minimum wage to the Petro cryptocurrency. The Petro is a sovereign crypto asset backed by oil assets and issued by the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela on a government permissioned blockchain based on the Dash blockchain. However, it is uncertain how fully it is backed by oil reserves, and its price is set by the Central Bank of Venezuela. Currently set at around $60, though private exchange rates reportedly vary widely. That's a lot. That's a lot going on there. And this sanction stuff is going to be in the news heavy. With this being heavy in the news, this helps us understand why central bank digital currencies and cryptocurrencies are becoming more important here in 2022. Is all this created? Don't know. It's not my place to even concern myself with that. I'm just here to talk about what's going on in the financial world, the economic world, and the crypto world. And right now, I'm just thinking this is helping build the case for cryptocurrencies and the central bank digital currencies. So, stay tuned. Keep your eyes on what's going on around the world, and make decisions that are best for you and your family, and ask questions. Never be afraid. Ask questions, communicate, and talk. Information, you can never have enough information when you're trying to figure out the path to take in life. So just be informed. So anyways, that's what I got for this video. If you liked it, hit the like button. You can always subscribe to the channel, and you can always hit that bell for notifications so you know when another video is dropped. Until next time, I'll catch you later.